So I guess we're kicking the off season off in Steelers fashion. There's a lot of drama to kick off the off season in Steelers domain nation, and the Raiders and the naysayers are going to be going fucking crazy now after that one, boy. I don't even know what's going on. Tomlin walking off the podium after asked a question about his contract. What does it all mean? I don't even really know how to react to all of this, honestly. I don't even know what to say. It's crazy. It's interesting. Why would he make that move? Maybe he wasn't willing to answer questions about something that it shouldn't even be questioned. They're basically speculating on something that's not even a story. So maybe that's why he walked off the podium and not asked about the game. Maybe he didn't like that. I think that was basically like the first question he was asked. But oh man, I can't. There's gonna be so many takes, and this is just gonna create for so much content. That's all I know because I don't even really know how to react to it at this point. I really don't, because that's crazy. And he just walked off the stadium, the podium. That's the simple question. I really don't know how to react. What are the Steelers going to do? Are they going to extend him? Are they firing him? Is he moving away? It was a bad loss. I think they. Now it's on to the offseason. We got the head coach walking out. He's walking out at a press conference and not answering questions when asked about his contract. So I don't know why you would do that to me. This is how I would react. Why would you do that? You don't want to answer the question. You think it's a stupid question. Well, you are just creating, like, you're just opening the door for so much media speculation. That's what I was even saying. If you switch Kenny Pickett when he's not hurt and you start Mason Rudolph, you just open the door for so much speculation about the quarterback position. And now you just open the door for so much speculation about the goddamn coaching position. And that's all they're going to be talking about now, man. That was just, why would you do that, dude? That's just crazy to me. Yeah. I don't really care about this game. I'll watch it, though. I don't root for nobody. I don't care about nobody but Pittsburgh, man. Care less about these other damn games. Really, now that it's over for Pittsburgh, do I think it's over for Tomlin? No, but everybody's gonna be calling for his head now, man. I've seen Steelers fans pretty much calling him from the fire before the game was already over. They got off to an early lead and it was already over. They gave up before the game was even over. That's a Steelers fan for you, I guess. They just won a Super Bowl. If they don't get a Super Bowl, you suck. Everybody should get fired. Everybody sucks. The whole team sucks. Rooney Wade's dead. You don't win Super Bowls no more. About Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick. Nah. I don't think Bill Belichick's just going to retire, bro. I don't think he's done. I think that he's just done. He's going to retire and just honor Bill Belichick. I mean, if he comes back, I'd be amazed. But I don't think Tomlin's going nowhere. I mean, is he getting fired? I just think, like, dude, there's going to be so much talk about that just in general. Like, I don't even know really where to start and what to think about that, honestly. What I think, what I know, is just opening up the door for so much fucking bullshit and drama and speculation. They've already been talking about it. So maybe he was fed up that all these stories were going around about him walking out and leaving the team. I don't know, but that's not a way to react after a loss in a playoff game, especially when you have a horrible track record in the playoffs. Like, come on, man, you have so many haters. You expect not to get scrutiny, man. Like you're going to get scrutiny, bro. You got to take the win, and you got to take the loss on the chin, man. You just got to, man. To walk off I'm like, you to walk off there like that. Like, I want to hear his reaction, man. There's gonna be so much reaction in this fan base and shit. I don't even know. Let's see. I ran that poll before. Let's see it's still up now. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see where it's at now. 59% say no to fire Tomlin. 41% say yes on 135 votes. Let's see what the comments are saying. Bring in Bill Belichick, like you said, Daniel Barry. Mike Tomlin, Steelers have. Well, 59% people voted no that Tomlin shouldn't be fired. Damn, Matt Patricia is the defensive coordinator for the Eagles. I don't even know that. But yeah, man. Actually, I don't even know where to start. I just want to see what everybody's saying about this shit. Let's see what Mark Madden says right now. I'm going to type in Mark Madden. Let's see what he got going on right now. Hold on. See what he got going on. I mean, he didn't say nothing. He didn't react to that. I don't know how to react to that. I don't know how to react to that shit, man. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. A coach just walk off, and this is going to be one of those things. This is one of those things like when Allen Iverson practice, and the playoffs. This is going to be one of those things, man. Like, literally, bro. It gets replayed over and over and over and over and over again. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? It makes no sense. That shows no leadership whatsoever, bro. To do that. I'm sorry. It just don't. He's going to get roasted at the pit for this, bro. Like, and a lot of these decisions in the game, he's going to get roasted at the pit for, bro. So why, like, dude, I have so many questions. Why would you not run the ball 4 times in a row with Najee on the goal line and you put Mason in the position to turn the ball over? And what happened to all your timeouts in the fourth quarter? Why'd you let them all go too when you're behind and you're just throwing timeouts and challenges around willy nilly like it's nothing? And we're always in these bad situations where you mismanage timeouts and then why'd you call that timeout? Why did you call that timeout, bro? At the end of the second half, when there was 2 seconds left to give the Bills one last Hail Mary throw to score a touchdown before half, to take you completely out of the game. Why did you do that? Why? Why? Can you answer that one for me? Or give me a real answer, please? Or are you just gonna walk off the podium? Like, dude, wow. Like, I'm one of his biggest defenders, bro, but he's going to get hit hard. I can't wait to see what Matt says. I can't wait because this will be like the first time I ever agree with the fat fuck. Because, dude, what the hell are you doing, Mike? That's crazy. You just walk off the field like that, man. I don't even know what to say. Jesus Christ. And you leave the players out there to answer all the questions and shit. You're the head coach. You are the head coach. You are the leader on the field. More than anybody. You and a quarterback. And obviously, you threw all your quarterbacks under the bus this year. Every quarterback, your offensive coordinator, everybody got thrown under the bus this year. Should he be fired? No, he's probably not going to get fired. He probably won't get fired, honestly, bro. He probably won't, dude. But shit. Like, I just don't understand it. I really don't understand it. It just don't make no sense to me. Why you do that and what it means. You just don't want to answer the question. You know you're getting fired. You feel it's not an appropriate time to ask the question. When is it an appropriate time for you, Tomlin? Seriously, to ask any type of question. You're head coach in the league, bro. No, I'm not saying firing, but dude, I don't know why he walked off the stage. I don't even know how to react at this point. I don't know if I ever seen anything like this, bro. It's going to be like one of those things that's going to get replayed over and over again, like what you call it, the playoffs, or like practice, like Allen Iverson. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen, especially after an embarrassing playoff loss like that. And like, you deserve, like, I'm his defender, and I'm not saying he deserves to be fired, but he deserves criticism for some of the decisions and he made in this game. Like that play, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Why did you call a timeout in the end of the second half with 2 seconds left to give the Bills an opportunity? They didn't take that opportunity, but you still gave them the option to throw a Hail Mary It could probably, 99.9% chance it's not going to get converted, but there's still a chance for it to be converted. When you just don't take time out, let the half run out, and then you just go into the half, and then you come back out and readjusting your game plan and ready to play. But no, they didn't do that. They didn't do that. But no, we're not back to firing. But I never seen anything like that. That's crazy. That's going to be probably front page, top story. Stephen A. Smith, right off the jump, they'll be talking about that tomorrow. That and the Eagles game, that's probably already being run on Sports Center right now, literally in every damn network everywhere. Seriously, I really don't even know how to react or what to say or what it means. That's what it means. It's just you open up so much speculation for media people, and this is like a theme with Tomlin. There's always a goddamn circus show, bro, going on, and you just add to the circus show doing shit like that. So who knows? Maybe he is getting fired. Maybe he is. I don't think he get fired, but who knows? Maybe the Roonies are like, we're caving. We're caving to the media pressure, and we're going to do this thing now. We're done with you. Because, believe me, I'm not one of them, but there's a lot of Steelers fans that want to get rid of his ass. Now, I ran that poll. It's 59% Tomlin and 59% Tomlin and 41%. 59% don't fire. 41% say fire. I thought it'd be 50-50, especially at this juncture of the season. I honestly thought it was going to go the other way. So I'm surprised. It's 60% will basically say they don't want him fired. I don't think he should be fired, but that's what he just did was. That's all I can really say is I don't know what to even think about it. I don't know if I've ever seen it. There's Baker Fakefield, though. I can't wait to see what all these media people are saying now about this shit. Stephen A. I'm gonna have to see what Stephen A. says. And all these people, this shit makes for great content. That's all I know. Because they're gonna be talking about that all day tomorrow. I don't even watch Sports Center, but I guarantee you that they'll be playing that shit over and over and over again. Him just walking off. They'll be playing that on the news tonight. Local and something. Shit, Mark Madden's gonna have a field day. I'm surprised he hasn't tweeted nothing out already, bashing him. Let's see what Andrew Filipponi has to say. I bet you he said something. Hold on, let's see. Call in. We'll go. This is what Colin Dunlap says because he responded to one of the fans, and I agree with Dunlap here. Dunlap says, for those criticizing Brooke Pryor for asking the questions, tell Tomlin enough. So, I mean, I think that's a good point, bro. You got to be able to answer that question. And then he said, I can't believe he said that. Dunlap said your mouthpiece, Jay Glazer, float our report. So it's crazy. It's almost is his agent? I have to look who his agent is now. Is his agent trying to play games with media? Is his agent selling stories to Jay Glazer to start this drama right now? Or these fake news stories? There's so many questions, bro, that you could have answered right there in your press conference and put at just an end to and a nub to it. It's making yourself more media available. Dude, you want to end the circus show, bro. That's how you end the circus show is you go out there and you answer the hard questions. And there's going to be hard questions after a 31-17 playoff loss in the first round, and you haven't won a playoff game in fucking, what is it, 8 years running now, 7 years running now. I mean, you're going to get tough questions. You think you're above it? Tough questions? The standard is the standard. You say it all the time. So that's just crazy to me, man. It really is. Let's see what Filipponi's saying now, man. Pull his shit up. He's pretty good. He's a troll though. He knows how to get people going. See what he says. I don't know, Najee. I just seen a video of Najee taking. Maybe you could definitely take this as a shot towards Tomlin right now. Najee Harris says Steelers need more structure and in-house rules. Seems a hint that Pittsburgh. So that's definitely a direct shot at the coach right there. If you think about it, man. Definite. Here's for the Tomlin haters from Pony. Mike Tomlin's defense has given up 29 plus points. Said on his contract, lots out of his control. Tomlin is respectful to his opponents. This wasn't the time to answer personal stuff like that. That's probably going to be his answer, but it's dude. Yeah, you could end so much speculation if you just answer these questions now. Is it the time to answer these questions? No, he'll probably have another media conference. Yeah, but it's like you're putting yourself on a pedestal like this, and it's just, and he gets so much shit, but that just comes with the territory, man. You're the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's just like Mike McCarthy, bro. Everybody's calling for Mike McCarthy's ass to be grass, bro. Period. Like, period. Period. Especially in Dallas and Dak, bro. Like, they got those expectations. And if Josh Allen didn't win this game and he lost this game, you better believe he would be getting bashed by, and tough questions would be going their way. Same with Doug McDermott. Like, you're going to get these tough questions, man. Like, this is the NFL. You're getting paid $10 million a year to basically be the face of the organization. So those, like, is that the perfect time to ask that question? No, but this story has been going around for days and days and days now. So when are we supposed to ask the question? When is it appropriate time to ask the question? When are you going to answer the question and give up a status? Are you coming back on your contract? Are these rumors true? Are you selling stories to Jay Glazer like Colin Dunlap basically just put out there? Like, he didn't put it out there, but he kind of put it out there. He said, you're just talking to your mouthpiece, Jay Glazer, floating ideas that you're not going to be with the team. So, or is Jay Glazer just running with that shit? And like, I hear from other people that Jay Glazer is normally like a reliable source when it comes to shit like that. So I don't know. I don't know what's really going on here, man. Maybe they are. There's been rumors that he might be traded, and then there's been rumors that he might be extended. So you could easily go to the source and just answer these questions. You can nip a lot of this shit in the bud. And there's going to be a lot of fans mad. The haters. So I can't wait. I'm surprised Madden hasn't tweeted yet. I'm trying to read these tweets. I read Dunlaps and Filipponi's, these local dudes. Madden's definitely going to be bashing them. Still made and done bashed them before the game was even over, bro. So, dude, like, this shit is going to just come down on him hard, big time. Big time. If he addressed that, then the focus would have been on him, and that would have been disrespectful to the Bills and McDermott and his friend. I guess that's a valid point. That's true, but that's not how to meet. I guarantee you, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really know how to react to this shit right now. I really don't. I don't want to overreact, but like, I don't know if I ever really seen anything like that, man. To like he just walked right out in the middle of the interview, just and that's a big loss, man. And he's been getting criticized. This has been a theme, and he's been getting criticized for this year after 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 year. Not winning playoff games. And the Steelers, the expectation is Super Bowl. Just like the Cowboys, The expectations for the Steelers are Super Bowl. And I even said this was a successful season for the Steelers, in my opinion, given where we're at and the growth and development of this team. But I think you got to walk with that loss humbly. And you got to present that to the fan base that this was a great year. We made some mistakes. I made some mistakes. I should have made better plays and coaching decisions in this. Or you could easily just said that right there at the interview. I respectfully am not going to talk about my contract right now. Can we move forward? And I will be willing to answer questions about the game, and we can discuss the contract at a different opportunity. Like, that was such a big moment to just walk out of the press conference like that. And it's going to be a big story, and it's going to be probably replayed over and over and over again on ESPN all day tomorrow, and Fox, and every damn station there is, honestly. And it's just going to open up the door for the peanut gallery to throw peanuts. And that's all they do. And that does start to bring distractions in the locker room. Like, players have to answer these questions all the time. And then they start getting criticized. And maybe, yeah, some players are able to tune it out, but maybe not every player is able to tune it out. Like, I feel Baker Mayfield's playing right now, but I think in Cleveland, like, he couldn't tune out like the hate in the media. Like, it was in his mind, and it made him play bad. Seems like he's playing more free with Tampa Bay, but that might affect some people. It might not affect all players. But that was I don't even know what to say about that. I agree that it's definitely not the time to ask a question like that or answer a question like that. But I don't think you should walk off the stage after a loss like that. And you got to be the leader. And I don't know, man. I just didn't like it. Sorry. I don't like that move. I like Tomlin, but I know it's going to be a hell of a lot of stories tomorrow, though. And I'm going to run with the shit. And like Dunlap, let's see what Matt. Let's see. I got a poll running right now. If he should be fired, 60% say no. I definitely don't believe he should be fired. I don't believe he should be extended, but I don't believe he should be fired. I'm at that. I said if he wins the playoff game, he should be extended. If he don't, let him ride out the year. And like, that's probably how he feels. Honestly, this is my honest take. Like, I kind of am with you, Mac. Like, he probably feels like it's not even a story that should even be being speculated because he is on contract. He is not going anywhere. So is this just because there is a lot of made up bullshit stories, but with this one, there has been a lot of mainstream outlets running with it, and it's becoming like more of a big national story that people do want an answer to the question. And he did have an opportunity to nip that shit in the bud and say, I am the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want to coach here. I love coaching here. I've had 18 successful seasons here that didn't finish every way we wanted it to do, but we want to continue the trend, and we want to get back next year to compete for a Super Bowl, and we think we'll be back next year to compete for a Super Bowl. Because I think we'll be back next year to compete for a Super Bowl. If we can figure out the fucking quarterback position, go out there and sign a guy, draft a dude, who knows? If he don't get into the playoffs next year and go deep, and then I say it's not firing a guy, and I don't think he deserves to be fired. But it's more of just like, your contract's up. You're gonna go your way, and I'm gonna go my way, and we're just gonna, you know, it is what it is. And he'll probably go to another team, get paid nice, and then we'll have to bring in a new guy, whoever that is at that time. Oh, he'll have to address it then. And that's probably, I'd say, what he's going to say is, man, that was such a big moment. It was such a crucial game. I wasn't going to talk, like, just like you pretty much said, pretty much. I think that's what he'll say. That's pretty much what he'll say, I'd say. And he'll probably say he's going to be back with the team next year. And we're going to be back in the playoffs next year. I believe that. I believe we'll be back in the playoffs next year. It just depends how we draft and what we do and the moves we make. But we're competitive every fucking year, man. Yeah, it was disappointing to lose, but it was a hell of a ride to get there. And it wasn't the best. It was definitely not the best game. You wanted it to be a lot better game than it was, for sure. And you definitely don't want the Bills to put up a 30 burger on you. That sucks. But we're missing the defensive player of the year. And JPJ got hurt. A lot of inside linebackers. There's no excuses. We could have, should have won the game, and we didn't. They had injuries too. Every team does at this time of the season. So they were the better team. And we got to get better next year. And I think we can. And I think a lot of this talent can grow and get better. Like Cam Hayward is like, I think he gave a good, I didn't watch it all, but the parts I got, they were really good, honestly. See what else people are saying on Twitter. See what Madden has to say on here. Nothing about the walk-off. He said the Steelers will go on to win or not the Steelers, the Buffalo Bills will go on to win the Super Bowl. Sup, Yins? It's TJ. I'm back. Go Ravens. Go Ravens. Flock. Let's go Ravens. How do you feel about GP anger issues? That's a pretty good question. I think he's definitely got to learn patience. I got anger issues, and I got to learn patience too. So I'm not the one to really be preaching that, but I think, yeah, he needs to learn a little bit of patience. But he's good as hell. He's got talent. He's just got that raw emotion, man. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Like, he's got that dog in him, and I like that. Like Tomlin, like, I like that in a receiver, honestly. And he's a very talented wide receiver. So he's someone you probably want on your roster. Especially he's only going to his third year. He's only going to get better. He put up a great numbers this year, really, with nobody really throwing him the ball. So we really need to get somebody throwing him the damn ball, and then we'll see what he can do, because I think he can do a lot of damage. He makes catches that are like, make these just spectacular catches look routine, and he's just an athlete. He's raw. And I think maybe not everybody understands him because he's like from Georgia, and he has like this twang, like he has this slang and slang talking, and it's just like nobody really. It's just, I don't know, maybe he just probably runs some people the wrong way, I would say. We'll just say that. and, but he's a good man. He's a good receiver. Maybe you shouldn't be doing so much with the Instagram and the social media to where you create it's like Tomlin doing this. It's just creating, I feel like, just this like a media circus. There's always going to be one with the Steelers, though. Like, you can't prevent it. Like, they take a goddamn shit and it's a drama, it's a story. So that's probably why he did walk off, because he was just like, I'm not even gonna. It shouldn't even be a story because I'm on contract next year and I'm gonna be the coach of the Steelers next year. Regardless if I get extended, don't get extended, they're not gonna fire the guy, bro. They're not. You can yell it till you're blue in the face. You yell at clouds all day, Mark Madden. Fire! I mean, I will be so shocked if they fire Mike Tomlin after making it to the playoffs this year. I really will. Yeah, it don't mean he's not above criticism, though, neither, because there's definitely, even in that game, decisions, questions I could easily ask why you would do that. Really doesn't make too much sense. What's the logistics in doing that? Why would you do that? And let's get an answer on what, you know what I mean? Like that, like going for it, calling that timeout with 2 seconds left in the second half that's like, I don't understand that. It don't make no sense to me. That's basically what Colin Dunlap was saying. He was like, "Why are you selling?" See that like that's crazy. He's saying, "Why are you selling stories to your boy Jake Glazer?" And then not answering the question. And which pass interference are you talking about? Are you talking about that Miles Jack pass interference? Because I would say that one was questionable. Or are you talking about the one, the Deontay Johnson pass interference, to where, in my opinion, the Steelers should have ran the ball 4 straight times there and never even should have even thrown the ball right there. If I'm the Steelers, we got to live and die on the hill that got us to the playoffs, and that's running the fucking football, bro. And we're on the goal line. We have a 240-pound first-round pick, and you're playing a high-powered offense at home in their house. Pound that rock 4 times in a row. Get as much time as possible off the clock, and make it 7. Period. That was like the biggest crucial. And then that last drive, those 2 penalties, those 2 horrible, really could have went either way penalties were the changing point of the entire game. Because if they don't get that pass interference penalty on Miles Jack, like that, we might stop them and we might have a chance to drive down the field and tie the game. I'm gonna have to start doing it more now that the season's over. I'm gonna try to. I've been being pretty consistent on this channel lately, so I want to keep it going. So I'd say that's like I like basketball, but it seems like most of my fans are like basically AFC North people or Pittsburgh people, subscribers at least. Maybe a few people from the TTC, but I pretty much just keep this Pittsburgh shit. I don't care. So I might do some of that. I played hockey for 20 years, so it would be really easy. I just have to get like up to date with it a little bit, the players and shit. But I like it's sports writing and commentary and shit. It's all about narratives. And like to me, like and I've been thinking about it, like my whole narrative will be that the Penguins need to bring blue collar hockey back to Pittsburgh because this finesse shit in the Crosby era, in the Malkin era, in the Letang era, sadly, fans might not want to hear that. It's coming to an end, man. It's coming to an end, man. And you got players like Letang who are older, but they have all this freedom and all this ego and all this moxie on this team and all this pedigree and all this decoration. So where they're past that. They're not that anymore. And he's trying to do all this shit in the neutral zone. It's not good. And it leads to odd man breaks and shit. And it makes our goalie look bad. When really he's a pretty decent goalie. Like, and that's a take that the fans will not want to hear is that Jari's a good goalie. But I think he's a decent goalie. I don't think the Pens have any defense. I don't think their penalty kill is what it used to be. Their power play is not what it used to be. And they need to get more of just chipping it the fuck in, carrying it the fuck in, and just splanching one on net and getting in front of the net and just dirtying one in and playing grinded out hockey. Because when you get into Letang in the playoffs against some of these defensemen and some of these bigger wingers and shit, they just blank him and then they'll just take it, turn it into a man break. It's just, I say you let Crosby, but they'll probably want to let them all retire. I don't know what they're going to do. But I don't think they're going to win nothing this year. I know that. Raise Roberts, fire Tomlin. We play conservative as if we had another game next week. We should have played like Green Bay. Nothing to lose. Throw some haymakers. All this came from during playoffs runs. Adam Schefter was the one on the Mike Tomlin discussion. Yeah, and then what I've seen, Dunlap just said, I guess Jay Glazer was one of the first people to report it. So where like these people that they have sources, my sources, my sources, my sources. Who's your source, Jay Glazer? Who's your source, Adam Scheffner? They ain't gonna reveal that, obviously. And a lot of times, like with the Steelers, a lot of this shit don't even turn out to be true after the time. So it's like I really don't know how to take it. I really don't. But I'll definitely get some more content up on the channel. Because that's what this is going to create is a media storm. Colin Dunlap's already churning shit out with that Jay Glazer shit. He's basically pretty much Colin Dunlap saying Tomlin's just selling stories and creating this like circus to basically like, you know, make him talked about, up his ante, get him more money when he does negotiate a new contract. Like I feel Le'Veon Bell did that a lot with his agent. I know that Le'Veon Bell's agent, I could bet my life on it, that was selling stories to Jeremy Fowler. Like every day, they was coming up with a new story every other week with Le'Veon Bell via Jeremy Fowler. And like a lot of these agents definitely work with people with ESPN and media people. So that's how you get distractions, is because players and agents are working for themselves and not the team. And now it's being speculated already by Colin Dunlap that that's basically what Mike, the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, is doing. In a sense, in a way, if that is what he's doing, let's just go with that for argument's sake. You're pretty much playing the Rooney. That pretty much played what Dunlap doing is playing right in what Tomlin's agent and Tomlin would want, is to pretty much make the Rooneys have to play their hand, pretty much. It's putting the Rooneys in a position where they have to play their hand. And the Rooneys don't like to do that. The Rooneys run shit from behind the scenes. They don't do shit out front. They do shit behind the scenes. They're not the media guys. Tomlin is the guy that faces the media. That's what he's pretty much paid to do, is to answer the questions, be the face of the organization. So the haters are going to be coming fucking very, very strong for him. And I wouldn't even really consider Dunlap a hater, but that's like a pretty wild. That's a spin, all right. That's a spin that people might play into for sure. Adam Chester. That Tomlin is basically going to walk away from the team, and then there's speculation he's going to go to Alabama. All kinds of bullshit that I think is bullshit. Do you think the Steelers might be coming the new Cowboys NFL saying it to be defensive or nothing? All respect. Well, I said this in my other live stream. The Steelers and Cowboys fans are pretty much exactly the same. They pretty much both think that they're going to win a Super Bowl every year. The thing is with the Cowboys, though, I would say the Cowboys had the roster to where we were a wild card team. We shouldn't even been in the playoffs. We're still a rebuilding team. The Cowboys are a team that has a roster that's supposed to at least get out of the goddamn wild card round and beat the fucking 7 seed Packers. That's at least what the Cowboys should have did. Steelers really weren't supposed to be there. And if you're a Ravens fan, y'all are supposed to win it this year. Y'all are set. You got your quarterback, you got your coach, you got your roster, you got your defense, you got everything. You got all your receivers, you got your new OC. There's really no more excuses for the Ravens not to get it done at this point. And the Bills are kind of at that point too. And you still got to get through the Chiefs. So there's some tough ass teams in the AFC. And I mean, I've been sleeping on Houston, but the way Houston beat fucking Cleveland, you never know. CJ Stroud's nice. He's the next big thing in the NFL. I said that when he whooped the Steelers' ass. I said, this dude might be the real deal. He is. I didn't think, Ohio State quarterbacks are never that good. I swear. But he's nice. And Cleveland's defense, bro, he put 45 on him. It's crazy. Oh, Jalen Hurts. Oh, my goodness. There's another one. I didn't think Jalen Hurts was going to be that good in the NFL, but man, is he good. We've been owning y'all. And we're going to be competing for the division next year. You better win it this year, because we're coming next year. We're creeping up on y'all. Trust me. We're creeping up on all y'all motherfuckers. And one thing I'll say about Lamar is I feel once he loses his legs, that's pretty much he's done. And as much as I like to hear this, like running backs only last normally, shelf life is 5 years in the NFL because they run the ball and they take a lot of punishment. Well, Lamar's a quarterback. Eventually, and he has been injury prone throughout his career. He was injured half the season last year. And he missed the playoffs. It was kind of a holdout, is what I looked at it as. But still, he's healthy this year. But if you don't get it done this year, next year, he's got 17 games he's got to go through without getting hurt. Against Steelers defense, against the Browns defense. That's 4 games out of those 17. And Cincy definitely be trying to make their defense better. And they got a decent, couple decent big boys up front. They can do some damage. They need to get a little bit better on the back end, linebackers. That's what I wanted. I would have loved that. That would have been beautiful. I kind of wanted Cleveland to win. Then they play Kansas City. And then it would either be... Because we would have beat y'all. So it would have been either us versus Cleveland or us versus Kansas City. Man. I'm upset, though. But I'm not that upset. I really don't know how to take this Tomlin thing, though. So, I probably should have just did a video about this, but I think I'm going to cut this live. It's been close to an hour. Normally I go an hour, but I'm going to cut this one. I'm going to see what people are saying. I might come back for another live tomorrow night. Probably, maybe not tomorrow night, but at least a video or two. Tonight or tomorrow. Definitely at least a video or two by tonight or tomorrow. Sometime during the day. George Pickens said refs. You think a lot to do with the refs, or was it coaching or players? I think that's a good question. Really good question. I'll take your questions if you guys got any more questions. So you guys can throw your questions in, and I'll get to each of your questions while as I can. GB said reference refs. You think a lot had to do with the refs or was it coaching? Well, I already pointed out two. I'd say in that situation where Tomlin let Mason throw that ball down on the goal line after that pass interference to DJ to set us up on the goal line. Easy should have been a touchdown run of Naj. We should have ran it 4 times in a row there and lived and died on that smash mouth hill and finished that drive out. But that was one of the biggest, most crucial turning points of the game. Was that timeout at the end of the second half, at the end of the first half when there was 2 seconds left? Did that have any crucial anything to do with the game? No, but it made absolutely no sense to why they did it. The Bills took a knee, but they could have threw a bomb and possibly got a touchdown. So it just doesn't make any sense to call that timeout. And the refs, I would say, those 2 calls at the end were big, crucial calls. Was the roughing the passer call and the pass interference call on Miles Jack. I really don't know if that was pass interference on Miles Jack. I feel their legs got like tangled up or they cheat tripped. And that the contact one, I guess technically it was unnecessary roughness. So, but that was after the pass interference, and that pass interference was huge. And that pass interference could have went either way. So, and there's probably other situations in the game. And there was we had no timeouts left in the second half. Tomlin pretty much blew through them in a close game to where we needed timeouts. So, George Pickens had the stupid ass that fumble. I mean, am I going to burn him at the stake for that? No, but that was a crucial turnover that you can't have at that point in the game that was huge. And same with the interception on Mason. But I'd say he played better. He played better than Kenny would have played. Definitely. And I'll say the Bills came to play. I'll say Josh Allen came in there and just that dude is that dude. Like he was the biggest difference. So I think yes, that was a fumble. We got lucky as hell on that one. Mason honestly should be starting quarterback next season. It's not that what the fuck are the Steelers doing? I mean, that's going to be the biggest question in the offseason. Do we draft a guy? I've been talking about that. And I'll continue to talk about that. Be better in video format. If I get it in on the lives because people ask questions, and I'll just go with what the audience asks pretty much. I'm trying to do more like lives. I don't usually do lives a lot on this channel, but I'm doing them a lot more. I mostly make videos, but trying to do different things on this channel to keep it going. I've been being very consistent. It's growing slowly but surely, getting different people in the chats, new people in the chats. So if you're new, make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, so you can help these lives go by. Because these questions definitely help the lives go by. The videos usually do better with the views and shit, but it's cool to talk to the people who are subscribed and y'all come in and show support, so I appreciate it. And give questions. And just talk about the Steelers, because we all love the Steelers. And I even like talking about AFC North teams sometimes, because, I mean, you really got to look at your division opponents. I mean, division games are almost like a game and a half, really, if you think about it. They're huge. You win your division, that's a playoff spot. And you can knock your division rivals off 2 times, blank, blank. And really you pretty much control your destiny. And we did great in this division this year. The Bills were just a little bit of a better team than us. Stephon Diggs is really good. That running back that got really good, and Josh Allen is top 5 quarterback, without a doubt. Because that touchdown pass to Knox was just a laser. I mean, in that run was ridiculous. The no call hit on JPJ 24. How's it work? So I didn't see the whole really a lot of. Watched part of it and was listening to it, but I didn't get to see all of the game, which sucks. I've seen that though. I was on break in the lunchroom, and then they got a big screen TV and nice as hell in there. And yes, I seen that. That was I don't understand that. We got lucky. They said it was out of bounds. It didn't look out of bounds to me, but I don't know. I say we got a miracle and a prayer on that one. And then that was really the crucialness of the game is that set us up. I think we went down. That's when DJ got set up for that fucking on that pass interference. And then that's really we should have ran the ball. We should have ran the ball 4 straight times in that situation and just plowed that drive off. It made a statement right there, and then went right back out there on defense and shut them the fuck down. I think that we would have won the game, bro, if we would have just did that. If he didn't throw that interception and we finished that drive, we would have won that fucking game. But can't have it back. And we can't ask Tomlin a question because he decided to walk off the podium. So and Brooke Pryor's from ESPN, so obviously she wants to create this story. And it's going to be she's from ESPN, so it's going to be guaranteed played. It's probably already being played on ESPN right now. Let's keep it 100. So I think the Ravens win. I think the 49ers win. I think Kansas City wins. And I think whoever wins this game is probably going to lose to Detroit. So the NFC Championship will be Detroit versus the 49ers. And the AFC Championship will be the Ravens versus Kansas City. You think Pickens was a catch fumble? Yes. That's what I said when it happened. That's a catch and a fumble. We're fucked. And it was a catch and a fumble, and he threw that laser to Knox. They change the fucking rules every year. Now it's like I think it's a step in a football move. That was a catch. To me, that was a catch. And a fumble. I said it before it happened. I said that was a catch and a fumble. We're fucked. And we were fucked. It's 100% a catch. But they do change the rules every year, which is things like 2 moves. He made a football move. He caught it. He had possession. He moved forward. He went down. The ball came loose, and he fumbled it. But the NFL is so fucked up. Like, I don't even know. Overtime rules are dumb in the NFL, I think. They should just have college overtime in the NFL. And, like, the helmet to helmet, I think, is bullshit. Because a lot of them are incidental, coincidental, not intentional. And they should change the rule from roughing the passer to, like, I don't know, like targeting in college, like when you're laterally targeting somebody, like targeting, and then you get ejected for that. Not only is it a penalty, you get ejected for that. But if you accidentally like that Miles Jack one, like dude slid and then like he put his hand on him and like his helmet slid into Miles Jack's helmet. Like Miles Jack was not even making a football move. He was just standing there putting his hand out to tap him down, and his helmet hit his helmet, and they got like a 15-yard penalty, bro. This is a contact sport. So that's why the rule should not be that. It should be targeting. And it's just bullshit rule that they don't even put any thought into it. They just want to go out there and be like, we care about player safety, so we're not going to let you hit the quarterback. And if you hit the quarterback, we're going to give you a 25-yard penalty every time. And the defense don't matter anymore. And we just got there, we put up 95 points a game. It's not even football anymore. That's with every sport. Don't even get me going on that shit. The Eagles just fumbled a punt. Idiots. OT, one OT. Yeah, I think they should just do. Yeah, they should just. Yeah, there you go. One OT. There you go. And whoever wins at the end of the OT wins. It essentially was for the longest time until they added this. Oh, you get a chance to go back. You get a chance to drive it back down the field. The longest time they left overtime up to a coin flip, bro. A coin flip. You win a coin flip and get a field goal, you're out of there. Some of the rules are dumb in the game. And that's why Roger Goodell gets booed out of the damn every time he goes out there. He gets booed and laughed off. It's ridiculous. You had the way they changed the game, like so soft and so no calling. You can't do shit. Like you can't do shit, bro. I remember back in the day, like dude, before when Powell Tagliabue was the goddamn general manager of the NFL, like literally every team, like running backs were the shit then. LaDainian Thompson, Ricky Williams, Priest Holmes, dude, Tiki Barber, Jerome Bettis, man, Jamal Lewis. So many great running backs in the league. Marshall Faulk. I grew up like in the running back era. I swear, so many great running backs. Mon Green was a beast for the Packers for a while. Willie Parker was a beast till he got hurt. Chris Johnson was Adrian Peterson. Shit, even Barry Sanders, bro. Before that, I was still like right when I was Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith. Curtis Martin. Maurice Drew-Jones. Who played with Maurice Drew-Jones? That other running back. Fred Taylor. Beast. Edgerrin James. There's so many now. Shit, man. Running backs are just a lost art, I guess. Running backs don't matter now. They're nobody. But they're pretty much your whole offense. It's like the Giants are moving on from Saquon Barkley. That's hilarious to me. But they're going to keep Daniel Jones's punk ass. It's crazy. Saquon's the reason they made the playoffs last year, and it was their whole goddamn offense. And they don't get nothing. He gets nothing. He gets no money. Really. And Daniel Jones is making more than double than what he makes. And Daniel Jones is garbage. Garbage. Mason Rudolph might be better than that bum. For real. So if I'm Mason Rudolph, I say I want $35 million. I'm better than that bum. Give me $35 million. Shit. The fuck out of here. That's crazy. The Giants should sign him for $35 million. That shit show of an organization. They're the new Cleveland Browns. I swear to God. They were talking about Leftwich. I don't know if Bieniemy is going to stay with Tampa Bay. Is his contract up with Tampa Bay? I don't know. Would he want to be OC? Does he want to be a head coach? Do we fire Tomlin and make Bieniemy the head coach? Like shit. Who knows? If you can get Bieniemy as a head coach, that might be the one guy where I'd say, shit. See ya, Tomlin. Give me Bieniemy. We need offense. Thanks for your defense. Now we're gonna have Bieniemy coming and build this offense around the defense you built for us. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business. That's why so many Steelers fans are like, "Fuck all this loyalty shit. Get rid of them and just bring in somebody guy that can give us an offense to win." But I think the Rooneys believe in the fundamentals of football, and the fundamentals of football is defense, offense, special teams, and all three phases of the game. And at the end of the day, you do need to run the ball in this playoff time, like I've been saying all year. And you do need to be able to play defense in playoff time at this time of the year. But you do need to have a quarterback to where, okay, when the game's a little bit close, he can throw the ball around the field a little bit and at least make the defense respect the fact that you could pass. This year, no team respected the fact that we could pass. They just laughed at the fact. Even the Bills, this game, they pretty much stacked the box and blitzed us and said, we're not going to let you ground and pound us out of this shit. We're going to make sure we contain your running game above all else. And pretty much dared us to throw shots down the field. Someone in this live earlier was saying that we played scared and we didn't take enough shots down the field because we came out of those real bunch sets early and was really trying to establish the run. And we came out of those bunch heavy sets. They just said we're gonna come right back at you with the bunch heavy set. We're gonna hit you right in the mouth. If you're gonna throw it, throw it. And they won. So all you can say is tip your hats off to the Bills. They're the better team. I just wish Tomlin would have answered some damn questions. It was such a big moment. He gets criticized and he gets hated on so much, man. Like, you just got to show leadership. And even though it's probably not a great question to ask at the time, you gotta just take it on the chin and put some of this bullshit to bed. So I don't know. That's the hour though. I think I'm gonna cut this one. I'm probably gonna do like a video or two, maybe. I'm probably definitely not gonna do no more lives. I might do a live tomorrow night, but I doubt it. I'll probably be coming with a couple videos. At least one out by tomorrow, I'd say. If not tonight. Because there's probably all kinds of reactions. I can easily get at least 3, 4, 5 bunch of videos up. Yeah. I'm gonna end it though.